They say Islam doesn't tolerate other religions. They say Muslims can't coexist. They say Islam only accepts itself and rejects everyone else. But here's a quiet truth. If Islam was truly intolerant, history wouldn't be silent about it. And yet, history tells a very different story. When Prophet Muhammad migrated to Medina, the city was not Muslim. It had Jews, pagans, tribal religions, and Muslims living together. If Islam believed in forcing belief, this was the perfect moment. Power, leadership, authority. But instead, the Prophet Muhammad wrote something extraordinary. It was the first written, pluralistic constitution in recorded history. It declared, the Jews have their religion and the Muslims have theirs. Not tolerance as a favor, but tolerance as a right demonstrated in governance. Different faith, one society, shared protection, shared justice. This wasn't theory. This was state policy. Islam didn't ask, do you believe what I believe? It asked, can we live justly together? That question still matters today. A Christian delegation from Najran once visited Medina. They debated theology with the Prophet inside the mosque, and when prayer time came, the Prophet Muhammad allowed them to pray their Christian prayer inside his mosque. Let that sink in. Different faith, different prayer, same sacred space. The Quran makes this principle clear. There is no compulsion in religion. And again, for you is your religion, and for me is mine. Belief cannot be forced, because forced faith isn't faith. The Prophet Muhammad said, whoever harms a non-Muslim under Muslim protection, I will be his opponent on the day of judgment. This wasn't symbolic language. It was legal, moral, and spiritual accountability. In Islam, oppression is forbidden, even when the victim doesn't share your belief. People often confuse cultural conflict, political violence, colonial trauma with religion. But Islam doesn't teach Muslims to erase others. It teaches them to live with others justly. The Quran describes Prophet Muhammad as a mercy to all worlds. Not mercy to Muslims, not mercy to believers, mercy to all worlds. That includes different faiths, different cultures, different beliefs. So if Islam was intolerant, why protect churches and synagogues? Why guarantee religious freedom in its earliest state? Why warn Muslims against harming non-Muslims? The answer is simple. Islamophobia survives on ignorance, but history survives on facts. Judge Islam by its sources. Judge it by its prophet. Judge it by its principles, not by those who violate them. If this story made you pause, if it challenged what you were told, subscribe, because understanding begins with